Hi and welcome to the third video of how to play professional chess. In this video I'm going to play against an 1800 ELO chess bot. His name is Vali and I'm 2601, and in this video I'm going to explain all of the chess techniques that I know in practical terms. Let's go and play. Good morning, let's sit back and enjoy a long game together. Let's enjoy a long game together. Play. Okay, I'm starting with pawn to e4 once again to control the central squares. As I told you, the most important thing in chess is to seize the center and to control the center. Now he plays the Pirc defense, which is a very old defense, and I'm going to take the full control of the center. With two pawns, I'm controlling both the light squares and dark squares in the center. So now he's attacking my center with his knight. Now for supporting my center, I need my pieces. I can develop the bishop, but this bishop here, I'm not sure it's the best place or not. But for this knight, I'm almost sure that the c3 square is the best square. And as you know, knights are useful in short range, so this bishop can work even from here. But this knight on b1 is not active. By putting it on c3, I will make it active. So knight c3, g6. This is the main kind of Pirc. And in this game, I'm going to play like Garry Kasparov against Vasilin Topalov in 1999. Many people think that that game is the best game in the history of chess. I'm not buying that, but it's one of the best games for sure. So in this game, I'm trying to do something else. I'm trying to attack. Also in the second video, the main theme was attack. And in this one, I'm going to continue this. This is the most important thing to know in chess. You need to attack. Why? Because we know that in the opening, you should control the center, develop your pieces, and prepare the castle and to put your king in safety. But as I told you before, the fourth principle and the most important thing is also to prevent your opponent to do these kind of things. So by attacking your opponent, you prevent from what you call development, taking the control of the center, and sometimes even preventing your opponent from castling. Now I can play knight f3, which is the classical line, but in this game I'm going to play another plan, which is related with bishop e3. I'm developing the queen side first. So you saw I played knight c3. Now I'm developing the bishop to e3 because I have a very specific plan in mind, and that plan is to play queen d2 and castle long. And with these, I go to opposite side castle, and these are the best kind of setups for an attack because you're going with your king to one side and your opponent king is another side, and with that, you can very easily attack. Especially with this g6, bishop g7, black weakens somehow the dark squares. And now Garry Kasparov in 1999 against Vasilin Topalov here played f3, very important move. Why f3 is important? As I told you, white wants to play queen d2. But queen d2 here runs into knight g4. And with knight g4 harassing my bishop, also preventing bishop h6, I don't want to see that. This is why white plays f3, and it also prepares g4 in some positions. Now he castles. He castles and he goes into the lion's mouth because white with queen d2, now white is trying to castle kingside, and after that white has a very simple game. But as I told you, even here, I told you that here also you should be very careful when you play queen d2, knight g4. So in chess you should keep in mind what your opponent wants to do and prevent it. By f3, castle, queen d2, e5, I need to arrange my pieces in the best way so I can pursue my goals and also prevent my opponent to do what he wants to do. And in this position, black wants to do different things. Black wants to take on d4, first of all, opening up the center. In this position, I know that there are two schools of thoughts. First is to close the center. And I'm believing that engine prefers this. We will check it at the end of the game. I'm believing that engine prefers this. It says that after d5, you can just simply push g4, h4, and it's you have space. Engines love space very much. But most humans, I guess, in this kind of positions would put the knight on e2. First of all, I shouldn't allow e takes d4, bishop takes d4, and knight c6. it's a tempo. As I told you, the bishop is very important. Dark color squares bishop are very important in this setup because they are going to decide the road of the game. So I'm not going to let him, like some people will castle here, for example, ed, bishop d, knight c6, and they, for example, play knight d2, but black can simply take on d4, and this is a good position for black. So I'm not going to give him the bishop. I'm not going to play d5 here because not yet, at least not yet. Maybe later. I'm going to play knight d2, so if takes, I can take back with the knight. This is how I want to play. Here I can play d5. Here I have a feeling that I had some position like this. When you play chess so much, you have positions similar to this. Like, I guess more than 8 years ago, I had a position like this, and one of my opponents, many players, of course, online also, but in a classical game, I have a position like this against a 1900 FIDE player, and he plays like this, and I didn't push d5 in that game, and I'm remembering that always Engine was yelling that d5 is +1 advantage. So now I'm going to buy what Engine says, and I'm going to push with d5. With this move, I am closing the center and I'm gaining more space. Aha, he plays knight a5. This is blood. Now from now on, we have blood on the board. Because I love to see knight g3, but after g4. If my pawn was on g4 and I could have played knight g3, this game was over. Game over. But knight a5, it's a knight on the ring, which is dim. And I'm not sure if it's the good strategy or not. For now, he has knight c4, so I should probably move my knight. What he wants to do is probably c5 after that. It's probably c5, as far as I know, because otherwise I will play b4. Knight g3 is a must move in this position, so opening up the diagonal for the bishop. But now he plays bishop d7. What is this? So first of all, I need to process this. So this knight on the edge, I don't know. He could have played c5. I was still better, but he could have played c5. What is this? I don't know what he wants to do after b4. You should just think about it when you have time. When you don't, just play it. But now I have time and I don't see anything, so I'll play it. And some people will say, okay, I wanted to go castle long and I don't do that. But you can win a piece, bro. You can win a piece with b4. And now c5. Okay. Look like it's a tough spot for you. Not for me, for you maybe. But now I'll take it. It's just a piece. It's just a piece. Rook c8. Okay. Now this is just... I guess this is just over. Yes. So this bot is also, I thought it's 1800 and it might be playing better, but okay, let's see. We will go step by step and we will play against stronger oppositions, but keep in mind the most important thing is the educational part of these games. I have knight b5, which is a good movement. I have a6. Let's keep it simple. Let's just play a6. Yeah, let's just play a6, rook b8. Okay, maybe b5 is on the agenda. So let's just take it to not allow b5. And now it's time for development. I don't need actually to continue the attack with bishop h6, and I just need to complete my development. I will put the bishop on, but if you put the bishop on c4, there is rook b4. You should just calculate that. So is it because I wanted this e2 square for my knight, but let's just play it simply. Let's just play it simply. a5, okay, we can also think like just castle now. Remember always in these kind of positions to keep the game simple. Keep the game simple. When you're winning, do not complicate matters. I'm just going to finish it off. Like, there are some knight b5 ideas here also. Why not? I mean, I can just say why not. This is not complications, because after that I have a4 always. Like, this is nothing to be afraid of. Like, a4 exists. And also c4 exists. Like, this is... And now I can just go and trade the bishops on h6 maybe. When this pin is not an important think let's just trade the rooks also. Trading is very important in this kind of positions and not allowing counterplay for your opponent. Some h4 is useful. First, it will create some luft for the king and also some h5 to go with. h5 now to start to continue the attack. You can also play queen g5, which has several ideas. Rook takes b8 is the main one. So now I'll take back with bishop, and now knight f5 is coming. So he prevented that one, but what about h5 now? This is just very, very sad for him. And now killing the king. I'm going for the king. Knight f5. I don't see how he can play. Is it a zugzwang after knight f5? Yeah, it is. It's a zugzwang after knight f5, and he should resign. He had c4. Okay, there is a check here. Be careful. This is why I play king f1. But why not king h1? Which one is more classic? King h1, yes? Yes. c3. Okay, now g3, yes? Zugzwang. We have zugzwang over the board. Let's play g3. Now the knight or the... okay, still king g8 possible. Okay. Let me see. It's a fun position. I wanted to win it in a style. That's the theme for me. f4 takes, and e5 is just a... Okay, let's put the bishop on c6 first. King f8 is running toward this side. Okay. I don't want to complicate things with f4, but it seems like I have to. If it's queen b6, queen b1 check is problematic. Let's play king g2 first to not go into that. Maybe some positions. Oh my god! Oh my I just didn't realize. I just didn't realize that he can take my knight now. Okay, good to see that actually. And now the game is not anymore decisive. Oh my god! Okay, queen f5 needs to be played. Yeah, I just like sometimes this is like we can also learn from our mistakes, and now it's playing the best kind of chess ever. Like I was not decisive, I was just playing a bullshit game. Yeah, let's play g4. I guess it's still winning. Yes, I should be winning. And now g5, I don't know how. Knight h5 exists. You need to be careful. I need to be careful, I mean. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Unnecessary complications. I'm still winning, I'm sure. I'm not going to panic. But it was unnecessary complication. I have queen here, king here, queen here. Yeah, let's go with queen g5 because I have also some queen e3 back. Okay, my battery is also running out. Okay, let me see. How can I play this game? Okay. Queen g7 is queen g8. That's the problem. But yeah, then I will win the endgame. Now g5. Yeah, I wanted to play here. Yeah, I wanted to win the endgame now. This was my plan to go for this one. Okay. Now he's coming from here. Okay, let's play queen here. Oh my god. Everything I think goes wrong, yes. I cannot believe this. Everything goes wrong. Should have played bishop b5. Oh, I don't know. What should I play? Okay, let me pause a little. So actually this robot is, at the end of the game, it becomes Garry Kasparov. Yeah, now he is Garry Kasparov, and when he takes c2, it's not just taking c2. It's more than that, believe me, it's more than that. It's more than that. My god. Maybe I should go with queen e3, queen c2, king g3. Like queen d2, queen a7, king f8, queen b8, king e7. Like, I don't know, maybe queen e3 is the only option available here. And then putting the king on g3. I wanted to infiltrate on... Okay, now I have this. This was what I planned for. And this. And this. And this. Okay, it worked out. It worked out. I don't know if I was winning. Queen here is not checkmate. I want to see checkmate, bro. He made me mad. He made me mad. That g takes f5 completely annihilated me. Like, let's just take. Okay, but this is just over here. Queen f6. Okay. Let's see the game review. Let's see the game review. I don't know. Yeah, at the end I gave him some chances. That's how practical chess will happen most of the time. Like, you're playing based on principle. But yeah, at some point I just thought that I will finish it off nevertheless. Okay. Your endgame mating tactic swung a balanced game. Great finish. Okay. I don't think it was a balanced game. My accuracy is 85.2, his accuracy is 81.2. No brilliant moves, 4 great moves, 1 good move. Oh no. Okay, game review. Where is the game review? I want to see game review. Highlights, yeah. 4 to 1, 18 best move to 14, 13 excellent move to 18, 2 good moves, 7 book moves, 1 inaccuracy, 1 mistake, and 1 miss. No blunder. Strange. 2300. My endgame technique exactly was bad. Okay, let's start the review. Yeah. Knight g3 is the best move. Okay. I played the Pirc. One day maybe I will also analyze that game between Kasparov and Topalov. And that game, Topalov didn't castle. He played, I guess, something like along the lines of c6, b5. He didn't castle. This is castle, queen d2, e5, knight d2. So, I was wrong, yes? d5 is not the best, huh? No, d5 is not the best in this position, so knight d2 is good. I'm doing okay, knight c6. And now d5 is one of the best, and also I can castle. So, both are possible, so there is no big deal, like even castle is good. So that game that I played is probably different from this one. d5, knight a5 is a mistake. So now you can see that this knight is going to the edge of the square, like knight d7. I would have probably played g4 here. Yeah, probably g4, and then one castle, then h4, then bishop h6. This is the plan to go. But he didn't allow me, he just played knight a5. And now you should change, because now knight c4 is coming, knight g3 is the best move, b4 is the threat. I told you, a b6 is also possible, but I thought that c5 is the move to go. Yeah, c5 actually. Some a6, b5, if I go castle, then he can play a6. This is not good, so here I need to be a little bit careful. I don't know what is bishop g5, to be honest. Maybe bishop g5 plan is h4, h5. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, against c5, I would have probably, I'm not sure. It's not an easy position for white. It's 1.4, but it's not an easy position. What's the point behind g5? Okay, a6. Probably a4, bishop b2, really, b5, and h4, like h4. And it says that this plan, for sure he will play h5, and now f4. This is the plan to go. Okay, we learned something. Very important, keep this in this learning mindset in your mind, to always learn from whatever. No, I didn't castle, I didn't play c5, I played b4, won a piece. It was a smooth game, smooth, yeah, good, everything good exchange. Knight b5, via a4, bishop g6. Okay, it's winning, all the way winning. h5, and now I'm here, I'm playing for Zugzwang. And knight h5. Bro, knight h5 was here. It's game over, it's just game over. I just played knight f5. I thought he doesn't have a move, but he had. He played king g8. He played king f8. And here I just blundered. It's a blunder. Blunder is like this when you don't see. Knight g7 is the move for sure. You need to just... Now he can play queen e7 also. Okay, knight f5. White is winning. White is a piece up. I don't need to explain this, but now I had to win this game again. g4 was good. And I was not decisive here. Bishop b5. Okay. Maybe he's still playing on the... Because if here, I have here. Okay, so if king e7... Now f4 goes e5 perhaps. No. Queen f4. g5. Knight h5. Probably just... Now e5. Okay. We need to crush. I didn't have that mindset. I wanted to win it slowly. And suddenly, what was the move? Queen b6 is draw. So I shouldn't have this mindset. I thought that, okay, I'll just put the queen here. Queen g8 is forced. I don't know why. Bro, I don't know why. There is no g5 still. There is knight h5. So why the hell I put my queen on g7? I don't know. I just thought that, okay, I will go and like... He's paralyzed. There is no more f8 square, but what the hell? The king is protecting this knight, and now he can play queen b6. What are you doing, bro? What are you playing for? Don't know. Queen g8, king f2, king f1 is the move. Okay, so if queen here, bishop b5, this is not coming with check. And I can come back. Okay, I ruined it. And then he played here, and then the game is equal. Great move to save the game, because I have this plan. And here is the last point. What was the move for him? You know, if we need to find that move, because I didn't find it during the game. I didn't find it. Maybe it's queen b2, maybe, because after queen a7, he can come to d8 or f8, even f8. Maybe d8, maybe f8, and then queen c7. There is no queen b8 check anymore, that's for sure. c2, queen d6. It's probably still winning for white. Yes, still winning. So what's the queen b1 maybe? Yes, probably that's the move with queen g1 ideas. So if queen a7, king f8, there is no queen b8. And if check, come back. There is no queen b7. So you cannot limit the king. So queen b1, queen a7, king f8. And for example, if this time queen c7, now I can give check and harass your king. And if you go here, I might even checkmate you. So if queen b1, but what about queen c3? Now once again check, and it's a draw. I think the move is queen b1. And yes, that's the drawish move. Is there any other kind of move? Knight d4 is also draw. Knight d4 is also draw. I found queen b1, which is drawish. g5, still white can push something, but it's drawish. Knight d4 is draw. f4, queen d2 now, and now there is some queen f4, and maybe the king can run. That's the point. King can run to f6, and black is winning. Black is winning. c2, c1 is coming. Wow. Nice touch. Okay, that's and what's the draw for white? Queen d2, a king f3. Wow, wow. I guess it's the only move, no? Maybe it's the only move. I cannot move. Maybe there are some perpets after that. Good for, I mean, here. If you play here, I have c2 winning for white, for black. So you need to go to f2, and if c2, perhaps queen g5 is the draw. It's mate, so you cannot do that. So you need to give the check back. No, who said that? Asian said. Maybe it's queen c2, yeah. Okay, chess is hard. Chess is hard, brothers and sisters. Okay, queen d2, and now the last minute trick. The point was if king f8 here, queen d8, knight d8, it's checkmate. So he played knight d7, and after that it was a checkmate at the end of the game. Okay, that's the third day. So you can see a following pattern at all of the games. I will become relaxed at some point, and I will lose the control. So control the center, attack your opponent, prepare an attack like this time long castle. Keep in mind what your opponent wants to do. Keep in mind what your opponent wants to do, and if needed, change the plans. Change the plans. I don't need to go long castle from now on. And just okay. Even if c5, I will not go long castle now, because I told you that c5. If I go long castle, there is a6, b5 coming. So be careful. So he played bishop d7, b4, and now everything was good. Everything. I mean, I should win this. Like I'm candidate master. Here knight h5 would have won the game. And here the main thing for me was I was too relaxed. Even with a piece up, you should not be too relaxed. You need to find best moves. And I just blundered that he can play king f8. I thought that, okay, when your opponent plays so bad, this is the most riskiest things in chess. When your opponent plays so bad, you don't expect anything. When your opponent is a good player, you expect something. But when they're playing bad, you don't expect anything from them. And you're just playing. I was doing that. Okay, king g2, like, let's play like a classy chess. And then it just took my knight. What the hell? And here, okay, here I should have been decisive. I should have been playing for decisive result. Like I have the control over the position. But I just thought, okay, I will win it. But then he had some chances. He found some chances actually. And here it was a draw by force. Knight d4, queen b1, but he just blundered. And I was lucky at the end. Sometimes you need to be lucky. Okay, that's the third day. Write your thoughts. And if you liked it, please like and share with your friends, and enjoy chess and life.